This summer, my family went on a journey from Houston to my mother's hometown of Quanzhou. This is my third visit to this coastal city nestled into southern China. My last encounter with Quanzhou was 7 years ago, and as a 9-year-old during a brief 1-week stay, the sweltering heat, humidity, and stench of seawater lingering in the air are the sole memories I recall. To prepare me for this trip, I did some research online and unveiled the city breathing in history and culture. In mid-2021, Quanzhou was designated a UNESCO site with the title Emporium of the World in Songyuan, China. This recognition strengthened a connection between my mother's hometown and the narratives of world's history, igniting a spark of curiosity. As I typed Quanzhou into the search engine, Quanzhou Zanhua was a phrase that continued to plague my research. I was greeted with a collage of photos and videos depicting young women adorned with vibrant, fresh flowers in their hair. This left me wondering, what significance is behind this unique tradition? Quanzhou is a city that will captivate your senses. The countless modern shops along Quanzhou's main road and the striking hues painted on the ancient temples brings a sense of peace within the chaos. But Quanzhou isn't just a feast for the eyes or noses. It's also a treat for the taste buds. In the city, you can explore the numerous flavors that make up Quanzhou's culinary mosaic.
泉州文化本身确实很丰富。你这一次来了泉州之后，首先让你注意的可能是泉州的饮食，但是你可能注意到，泉州建筑好像很不错，我下次得好好再来一下。但是他不知道说，哇，天哪，原来是这么厉害的存在。
This is a place where the narrow alleyways and houses made of oyster shells uncovers a layer of the city that has been a cultural crossroad for over 1,000 years. The story of Quanzhou begins 1,800 years ago, when frequent wars in central China drove a large number of scholar officials south. In this coastal area where jagged mountains outnumbered usable land, scholars felt the urgent need to develop a new way of making a living. So, they turned their attention towards the ocean. Quanzhou's journey as an important foreign trade port began in the Tang Dynasty around 1,400 years ago. Over time, it was established as a crucial maritime center, and around 1,000 years ago, Quanzhou's overseas trade reached its peak. It served as the beating heart of the maritime Silk Road, and its trade network spanned 98 countries and regions, with exported goods leaving footprints all across the world. Quanzhou has become a melting pot of cultures, as merchants and travelers from various countries gathered here. Indians, Persians, Arabs, Japanese, and Koreans were just a few who established their lives here harmoniously, cultivating a vibrant multicultural environment. Here, differing religions thrive and coexist together peacefully to this day. The Kaiyuan Temple, built in the 1100s, is a place of Buddhist worship and prayer within Quanzhou's inner city. It holds a special place in the daily lives of Quanzhou's citizens and tourists alike. The temple has twin stone pagodas 48 meters tall that dominate the skyline of the old town. Constructed in the 1100s, these pagodas remain the tallest in China and have survived a 7.5 magnitude earthquake in 1604. You will also find many Christian churches strewn around Quanzhou. You can easily find both big and small churches, and they carry significant cultural background. The ideas that Western explorers brought to the port of Quanzhou reflect themselves upon the old and the new churches that are designed to fit seamlessly into the local culture. The Temple of the Heavenly Empress, dedicated to Mazu, the goddess of the sea, was first erected in the 1100s and is one of the largest Mazu temples in all of China. Before the modern era, seafarers faced the unpredictable ocean, and every voyage seemed like it could be their last. So, they sought solace here. Today, however, it is more than a sanctuary for those who braved the waves centuries ago.
其实泉州这个城市给人的感觉啊，会觉得这个城市会给你很多的惊喜，因为它是一个有着丰富的文化元素为底蕴的一个城市，所以觉得这个城市特别有信仰。
Muslims also gathered to worship at the Qingjing Mosque, which dates back 1,000 years and holds the impressive distinction of being the oldest surviving Islamic mosque in China. The mosque's stunning green granite archways and intricate Arabic calligraphy are evidence of routine maintenance and its stand against time. Just a few steps away is the Tonghuai Guanyue Temple, a site for local gods renowned for its lively and bustling atmosphere and built 700 years ago. Every day, thousands of devotees gather to pray to their gods, tossing half-moon-shaped wooden blocks to the ground as means of communicating with their deities. In the corners of some of the older temples, you may find old men with lines of eager visitors crawling out the door, each seeking a glimpse into their future and fortune. But that was 7 years ago. Now, gone is the man who sits at the small booth by a column in the temple. In his place is a little clear box. The box is designed like an arcade game, where you insert a coin and the little geisha in a traditional Chenzhou outfit moves backwards. It presumably communicates with the gods and then comes back out with a small strip of neon pink, green, or yellow paper. These small strips of paper tell you your fortune.
那关帝庙的香炉，哪怕是疫情期间，它的香炉都还是热的，因为还是会有人去点。谁去点你咋不知道啊？但是一定会有人去点，香火不能断啊。
泉州的话，人家说我们泉州是一座活着的古城，为什么？它不像景区景点，一到晚上就没人。对，这些老邻居，好，这些就生活在这边的人。你让他们一直出去哪里是不可能的。
More than 300 temples cover this small city, and over 500 deities from various beliefs bless the millions of locals. It is, in fact, a living ancient city, filled with the warmth of life and the human touch. Here in Chenzhou, the old and the new don't just coexist, they thrive together in a delicate, fascinating balance. The Zanhua of the fisherwoman was an unexpected discovery during this journey. In early 2023, a celebrity styled her hair with flowers like a fisherwoman from Chenzhou. The stunning beauty of the sophisticated hair dressed with flowers set in Chenzhou's colorful ancient buildings instantly became a viral sensation. Her video, although posted almost 2 years ago, still attracts countless people to come and see the unique customs and characteristics of living with flowers and building houses with oysters. In this coastal community, flowers represent vitality and hope. As men were out at sea, women here shouldered the vast majority of the burden of everyday work, toiling day and night. Despite the hardships of life, they continue to wear fresh flowers every day to wish for the safe return of their family members, as well as enthusiastically welcome every new day with a touch of grace and beauty. The delicate art of making hairpins and flower headdresses has been a cherished daily tradition amongst women in the local fishing community for centuries. These pinned flowers circle a beautiful bun, crafted from silk threads and adorned with vibrant colors. You can still find elderly women dressed in zanhua and busy at work. In an outdoor market, they set up fish stalls along the street, offering fish, shrimp, crabs, and shellfish of all sizes, filling the air with the scent of the ocean. Wealthy ladies living in the city aren't the only ones who have a deep appreciation for beauty, it seems. Perhaps this is also why the hashtag of Zanhua has become a viral sensation online, garnering close to 12 billion views within a single year.
这2年泉州好像因为簪花特别的火，然后体验一下自己的簪花。
这个簪花围对这个地方的渔村的一种生活呀，这个都是我们平时可能忽略的，不到这里就不知道。
对泉州就是了解那个簪花，就了解这些，然后就过来玩一玩。
Every day, this folk tradition is gaining more and more popularity. In bustling streets, young women adorned in fancy dresses and flower buns are trailed by their personal cameramen, hunting for the ideal photo spot to take photos for their social medias. The shops surrounding these streets cater exclusively to tourists, offering a vast array of traditional attire, makeup services, and props to capture the perfect moment.
现在是比较火的，大家都喜爱的、认可的东西，它就传播速度非常快啊。这些呢，以前都是真花哈，玉兰花、什么那种茉莉花，还有粗康花、含笑花，最早7、8间，现在有300多家。
簪花 is not just an example of the rich cultural heritage of Quanzhou. It is also a reminder that beauty and strength can be found in unexpected places. 簪花 helps celebrate and preserve the traditions that make Quanzhou unique. In 2023, Quanzhou's tourism revenue soared to 13.79 billion USD, bringing both new prosperity and new challenges to this once quiet city. The influx of tourists allows for growth in various sectors of Quanzhou, including hospitality, real estate, retail, and transportation. It is estimated that hotels and bed and breakfasts will add 20,000 beds to Quanzhou before 2025, as it will help to develop a more diverse and resilient economy. In the meantime, the city now faces skyrocketing rents, congested transportation, and long queues for popular restaurants. Even the sacred spaces, once tranquil, have been transformed. Temples and churches now buzz with the constant flicker of camera flashes and the chatter of tourists, while local worshippers struggle to find a moment of peace to pray.
一旦旅游旺了，那房租一直在涨。原本一间店面2000块都不太好租，现在租个2万都得抢。
这个也是一个比较矛盾的问题所在的。它成本很高，你要守，比如说要守住我们当初做生意的那个初衷，初心，可能就比较不难。但是我们一定不会违背的，因为我们作为老泉州人，一定要守住我们这一块餐饮文化的传承。
Despite these growing obstacles, the city and its locals still embrace and welcome the changes as their ancestors did 1,000 years ago. Their welcoming and inclusive nature, cultivated over many centuries, still remains largely intact. Citizens here have faith that they can uphold their unique cultural identity while adapting to the ever-evolving world.
我觉得所有的包容不仅是信仰的包容，而是你来我的城市，你包容我，你包容我们的节奏啊！你们来了，我们也欢迎你们来包容你们啊！因为你来了，你其实也踩在了这块土地上，你也是这个土地的一份子。
如果跟1000年之前的这种泉州港来比的话，现在这种所谓的繁荣程度也只不过是小巫见大巫。说实话，如果我们连这点东西都接受不了的话，那就很难真正去复原所谓的泉州东方第一大港的盛况。
For me, Quanzhou was once merely a name, or maybe the birthplace of my mother. But even though I had visited Quanzhou many times before, younger me had never taken the time to truly understand its significance. This summer, however, as I strolled the city streets and immersed myself in local activities and engaged with tourists, I discovered that Quanzhou is so much more than a dot on a map. It's a part of my roots. So, through this journey, I've come to appreciate the true essence of this town and its profound connections to myself and the origins of humanity as it is today.